I'm Hanadie, reporting for Kids First. Today I'm live at the Under Wraps 2 premiere to interview the director and this amazing cast. You're back as the director of Under Wraps sequel. How is directing this film different from the first?
Well, Hanadie, what made this film, directing the sequel, different than the first one was we had a chance to really develop the friendships even more. And what does it mean to have your friendships grow and change? Also, we have more mummies. And when you have more mummies, your life gets turned a little bit upside down. Since they've been asleep for 4,000 years, they're a little curious about our world, and everything is new to them. So the littlest thing like pizza or hot sauce or dancing on a Dance Dance Revolution type machine, it can be something that would cause problems for the rest of the world. So we had a chance to really have more action in this movie and delve deeper into the friendships.
Love that answer. Okay, as a director, what was the most challenging part about bringing the story to life?
I think you're asking good questions, Hanadie. You're a very good interviewer. I think some of the most challenging things of bringing this story to life was making sure that each character's voice came through and that their arcs came through, despite the fact that we had more story. I mean, there's Princess Rose, there's Sobek, their rival. So we had a lot more story, and so we had to be much more efficient in each of the moments where we have with all the characters.
Ah, okay. You do a great job of making horror films fun to watch. What is the key to making scary movies fun?
That's a great question. Look, I like horror films and scary films, but I don't want to sleep back in my parents' bed or under the covers all night. I like to have a good night's sleep. So I think I like to make films that are funny and spooky more than scary. So films that go right to the edge, but then tell you you're going to be okay, that you can have a laugh also. So I think it's really fun for the audience to go to that place of going, is it going to be safe? What's around that corner? But to let them know that they're going to be okay. So I make a pact with the audience that we're going to have fun too.
Ah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Well, that wraps up all my questions. Thank you for talking with me.
What an honor to meet you. Hanadie, you're a terrific interviewer, and thank
you.
For a wonderful show. Thank you so much.
It's nice to meet you. Your hair is beautiful. I love it.
Thank you. I got a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
In this film, you play an evil mummy who has a long-time grudge. Was it hard for you to tap into those deep emotions?
You know, that's an actor's job. They go for the deep emotions, and the story is written really, really well. And it's basically a story of love. If you love somebody, would you come back and try to go be in love with them again? And that's what my character does. That's what Sobek does. Now, the way he does it, maybe it's not the nicest way, but that's what he does.
My next question is, I read that you're a professional stuntman and karate artist. Can we expect to see some of these skills in this film?
Maybe a little bit. Now, Mummies doesn't do karate because karate is Japanese and the mummies are Egyptian, but he does have a magic staff, so you might get to see some magic with the staff. Just maybe.
My last question is, what was your favorite scene in the entire movie?
I will give you two scenes. One, have you seen the movie yet? Okay. I'm not going to spoil the movie for you, but I will tell you that there's a scene in the car with Jordan Conley, and we were laughing so hard when we were doing it because it was really, really fun. But I won't tell you any more than that. And the second one is when the mummy first wakes up. That's like a famous scene where the mummy comes awake and does all the thing. And one of my favorite actors was a guy named Boris Karloff, who did the first Mummy. And to be able to do something like that on screen, that was really cool. So that was really nice.
Okay, well, that wraps up all my questions. Thank you for talking with me.
Thank you. You're an amazing interviewer. Thank you.
Thank you.
To, work on haunted sets, yeah.
Okay, my last question is, what is your favorite movie? What is your favorite scene from the movie?
What's my favorite scene? Oh my gosh, there's so many good ones in this second one. I think one of my favorite scenes is our the kids kind of get into this conflict in the middle of the movie, and you just see them throughout the movie kind of come back together, and that's such a real thing to happen in real life. It's like friendships break apart and they come back together, and I think the scene where they come back together is just really, really important, and I want everybody to love it as much as I do.
I love that. That wraps up all my questions.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Awesome.
Okay. Tell us a bit about your role on Under Wraps 2.
Awesome. My role, her name is Buzzy. I basically am a guide to the kids. I'm on the adventure with the kids the whole time, and we go on some really, really fun adventures and then walk through all the action and mummies, and yeah, she's fun. She's funny, and it's been a blast.
Hey, can you share with us what you loved about being Buzzy?
Yes, I love Buzzy. She's so quirky, and she basically always has something fun and funny to say, no matter what, even when the situation is serious and seemingly dark. She always lifts the mood and says something funny, so I love her.
All right, and my last question is, what is your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene? Okay, I don't want to give away too much, but there is a scene that involves a lot of chocolate. And that day on set, we basically spent the whole day getting splashed with chocolate, and it was one of the most fun days ever.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking with me. That wraps up all my questions.
Of course. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Okay. So many people may not know this, but you were actually on America's Got Talent season 17.
What? Where did you get that information from?
Do you feel like that stage prepares you for this or other acting roles?
100% yes. Because in general, it's performing. It's performing in front of a live audience, but also performing for the people at home. And it's something where it's like, if I can go on there and be confident and be happy and comfortable with who I am and what I'm presenting, that's the number one thing that can help prepare you for anything else I tackle.
Questions. I'm here for. Okay, in the film, you play the character of Harold, the mummy. The makeup and costume looks so intense. Can you share the process? Of becoming Harold?
The process in becoming Harold was extensive, and I don't know if we have enough time. But no, the process takes up about an hour, right? It's an hour to kind of film. I'm sorry. The process is about an hour to put on, right? You have your prosthetics, you have your head, the torso, your feet, everything. So it's about an hour to put on, and then about half an hour to take off. Yeah, a lot of time. But it's so fun to play Harold. So fun.
I could imagine.
Yeah, so fun.
Okay, my next question is, you're known worldwide as an international choreographer and dance teacher. Is your creative process when dancing similar or different when acting?
Wow, that's a great question. I would say they are similar because the usage of art is so, they're like cousins, right? Dancing and choreography has so much, to do with acting and everything. So I believe the process is pretty much similar. Yeah.
And my last question is, what is your favorite scene of Under Wraps 2?
Ooh, it's got to be the dancing scene. I hope it's your favorite scene too. It's the dancing scene when I'm dancing with Rose and we're playing the video game, and then we're interrupted at the end, with Sobek who interrupts us. So it's one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Okie dokie. Well, those are all my questions for you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for. I'm Hanadie reporting for Kids First. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel to see more of my interviews or those of my teammates. Bye!
Watch Under Wraps 2 on Disney Channel.